What's up, y'all? I am the Daddy Diatriber, but please don't call me that. I hate that name. Just call me by my nickname, Jeremiah. I hope you are doing well. It is good to talk at you today, as always. If you want to contact me, you can email me at daddydiatriber@gmail.com, and that seems adequate enough for now. I'm sure there'll be a website soon in the future that I'll let you guys know about. So what I was going to talk about today was obedience, which would be a great fit following the previous episode if you happen to be listening to these in order. But I feel like that only applies to kids that are a little older than my child. And while he's a baby, I would like to cover a lot of the baby things. So today, I want to talk about how every parent loves their children. It's true, and I'm about to get negative a little later, at least somewhat negative. Negativity is one of my spiritual gifts, and I would really be dishonoring God if I didn't practice it. So, what I want to say first, it's really awesome. Like, every parent I know has these intense, beautiful, wonderful feelings of love for their child. They just can't imagine loving anyone more than this little bundle before them, this little adorable thing. And it is beautiful that it's built into us just by the nature of creation. It is a part of our biology to see these babies and see these children and feel a sense of responsibility for them and these beautiful, intense emotions and emotional connection to them and desire for their well-being. So I'm so glad that every parent loves their kid. And even I myself, I say things like that all the time. I think the other day I posted something on social media stuff. It was about just how my son was 3 months old and I still cry like every other day when I think about him, which I didn't think about it at the time. I was just thinking something and feeling something, and I wrote it down and eventually posted it. That's kind of how that works, but it really is like the cheapest like bait ever. Like, and that is exactly the type of thing that everyone wants to click like on. Oh wow, he loves some little baby. It's so cute, adorable. I really wasn't trying to get people to like it, but it certainly seems like that. But I understand how you feel, and I understand the beautiful intensity of these emotions. But like I said at the beginning, every parent loves their child. There are very, very few exceptions of parents that will not tell you how much they adore their kid, how they just want the best for them, and how their kid's the greatest, and how they just feel so strongly, and they want this beautiful, healthy, whole relationship with their child. These are the things they tell you, and I believe that these are the things they actually feel and actually believe. And if you have done anything in like social work or worked kind of with a similar population to what social workers tend to work with, you will discover some crazy shit. Parents who lock their child in a room for 12 hours a day love their kids so much, and they just want to be with them, and they just want to care for them. Parents who beat their children are madly in love with them. They have these powerful emotions. Parents who rape their children also feel this love intensity and this desire to protect. Isn't that, I know that sounds unbelievable, but if you talk to these parents, it seems quite true, and their kids think it's true. And I believe that the parents actually feel these things. So, it's just a reminder, it's really easy to feel in love with your child. And it's really beautiful to feel in love with your child. Let's not downplay that. But let's also understand that that's not really love, is it? That's how you feel. That's how you are responding emotionally to your child. But that is different than love. As a follower of Jesus, when I think about love, the nice part is if you're not a follower of Jesus, you've probably been to a wedding. So you can think about 1 Corinthians 13, where Paul is talking about love, and love is patient, love is kind, it doesn't envy, it doesn't boast, it keeps no record of wrongs, it's not proud, it's not rude, it's not self-seeking, it doesn't delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. The things that love does. It's not just about feeling. Loving your child has a lot less to do with your strong emotions for them, although that actually helps you love your child. But loving your child has to do with how you treat them. And not just how you treat them when you're feeling these great emotions. Because like I said, it's a lot easier to treat them decently, a lot easier to treat them well when those emotions are strong. But how do you treat them when life is hard? And I know life is hard. And I know that treating people decently is really hard when life is hard. And I'm not trying to undermine that. It's just when loving your child looks like having a horrible day at work and coming home and treating your child with gentleness and patience and respect and dignity, and not thinking about the wrong that they did yesterday, but loving them in the moment. It's about those times when your child's needs and desires, which there's very little distinction at first between needs and desires, but when these needs and desires are overwhelming you and you don't know how you can keep up or how you can function in your daily life or accomplish anything, even a single dish, and still attend to your child compassionately, and yet in those moments you still choose to treat your child well. That's what love looks like. And I think if you recall your own childhood, at least most of us, sadly, we have experienced that when things are tough for our parents, a lot of the way that they treated us was actually worse than how they treat their friends that they don't see that often. And I understand it's harder to treat people in your home better, but the truth is that when shit hits the fan and things get hard, oftentimes children are the first to be pushed aside, and they're the first to be mistreated, disrespected, acted impatiently with, and commanded and demanded around. Loving your child has far more to do with how you treat them than how you feel about them. So keep feeling these beautiful feelings toward your child and treat them like they deserve as a human being. Treat them with more respect, more dignity, more honor, more patience, more gentleness and humility and understanding than anyone else in your life. Because that's your responsibility as a parent. And that's how you teach them to respond in kind to others when they are in a similar situation. So, I guess that's it. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you listening. Hope I didn't go too long. Hey, that's not so bad. Hope you're doing well and parent well. Peace.